Stanford in that game by 12, and I think that's going to be a storyline here in this game, an area where Cal really struggled in their last performance.
Opening tip controlled by the Irish. I should point out that with the 47 points in the win, that was 2 fewer than the Notre Dame football team scored at Stanford in late November. Across the key, and it rolls in for the freshman Jalen Haralson against Louisville on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, Cal in their stretch starting the season 12-2 was one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, both in terms of total makes and percentages. Dai Dai Ames knocks down the three.
Irish have won 2 straight road games. It spins out Shrewsberry having a tough road trip. He was scoreless at Stanford and 0 for 2 to start his night. Justin Pippen and 1.
All inside Justin Pippen. Both of them have the ability to beat their defender up.
Offensive rebound, Carson Tout. Here's Haralson driving baseline. Powers his way up inside. And Jalen Haralson is all 4 for Notre Dame. Logan Imes starting for the 2nd straight game. After coming off the bench each of the first 13 for Notre Dame. As a 3 in the first career 3. Got it again. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Dort muscles back up. Another miss. Another offensive rebound.
To the perimeter, but he does not get the ball in the offense organically. It's like they have to intentionally remind themselves to get it to Dort, but when they do, good things normally happen.
Carson Tout, the grad transfer from Northern Arizona who led the country in rebounding last year, as Braeden Shrewsberry nails a 3. 11-2 run, Notre Dame up 6 early. Stepping through the double team. Sir Mohammed finds in the baseline. The jumper rattles in for Brady Kaler.
They need to get into attack mode, get the ball in the paint.
Good ball movement by the Irish and an open 3 for Brady Kaler. Notre Dame has opened up a 9-point lead. Shot clock at 10. Steal, Milos Ilic out top. The big men go one-on-one. And a slam by Milos Ilic.
It's so frustrating for a team that has had so much success from behind the arc virtually all season. Now here, a full game and half of the first half in which they are struggling.
3-point percentage on the season. As a club, they're 39% outside the arc. And the corner jumper, Dai Dai Ames. Cole Serta launching from deep, a 3.
To accomplish that.
And the plan wasn't for him to play basketball at Notre Dame. And one, Milos Ilic going inside for Cal. And Justin Pippen pushes for Cal. Pippen looks to attack. To the basket, well defended by Haralson, creating a turnover and back the other way. Lee Dort the rebound.
I mean, he's had 3 really strong moves at the rim, unable to finish all of them. He gets the offensive rebound, can't make the putback.
Pippen falling down. Notre Dame just 3 of their last 10 by himself underneath. Carson Tout rams it home.
Yeah, I think that Cal is holding their double teams in pick and rolls a little long.
5 on the shot clock. Imes forced out. Imes into the key. Imes swatted by Milos Ilic, and Cal comes away with it. On ESPN and the ESPN app. Carson Tout and 1. T.T. Carr turns the corner. The kick to Chris Bell. 5 on the shot clock. Bell, tough turnaround jumper. Dai Dai Ames. T.T. Carr left open. 3! And that was a huge shot for Cal to close out the half. A combined 3 turnovers in the first half.
You don't see that very often.
Cal committing among the fewest turnovers per game in the country as Cal attacks, goes inside. Dai Dai Ames. Ames from the wing. Ties the game with a 3.
The front end of the 1-on-1, you give up a 3. Instead of it being a 9-point lead, it's 4. That was a huge break there for Cal, the way they finished.
Braeden Shrewsberry, a 3 for Notre Dame. Notre Dame leading by as many as 12 in the first half of this one. Slipping to the bucket, an easy slam, Carson Tout.
Come across from the weak side and help. I think you've got to make it a quicker show, get back to your man. But either way, it has just allowed Notre Dame to get 3 wide open layups.
2 for 5 from deep to start the second half. Crossover, Jalen Haralson gets to the bucket. Rattles in for Haralson.
We mentioned him playing one-on-one in that low post. If he can get a couple of those to fall, it could force Mark Madsen to double team him when he gets it in the paint.
Step back by Dai Dai Ames. One thing they did get to during the timeout is they corrected a foul call earlier in the half, which they charged to Chris Bell as getting free for three, Braeden Shrewsberry.
And a shooter in Shrewsberry, you know he's going to go with the pump fake. You have to stay down and run him off of the line.
Dai Dai Ames drives and finishes, banks it in.
It's going to shift the defense enough that your looks on the perimeter are incrementally better.
Pippen launching. Three for Justin Pippen, and Cal takes the lead.
I mean, again, it just looks like a completely different Cal team. You see here,
Here is Carr. Chris Bell moves in the lane. Bell.
And this is something that Shrewsberry's team is going to have to identify in this moment. Who do we go to?
And Marcus Burton, a career-high 43 in the win against Cal last year.
Came in with incredibly high expectations, and he has certainly met them.
Chris Bell launching on the reload. Three! Finished up at Redwood High School in Marin County. He's not necessarily considered a hotbed for basketball talent. Step back, Dai Dai Ames in the corner.
Out of it, I'd continue to take advantage of his size and get him in the post.
Braeden Shrewsberry from the corner, a three.
He's had his struggles tonight, but he is always a threat, and Ames just didn't have his hands up to contest.
4-3, John Camden launches, and Camden, his first points of the night. Cal and Notre Dame in the mid to late 80s.
Okay.
Started Notre Dame, finished at Cal. Braeden Shrewsberry gets free for three. 2-point game. T.T. Carr from deep. Answers for California. We're inside 7.5 minutes to play. Pass deflected. Dai Dai Ames comes away with it. The lob for Chris Bell finishes.
And again, this is set up by the deflection by Justin Pippen. Ames picked.
A fun matchup. SEC country tomorrow. At the rim, Milos Ilic.
Great adjustment by the Bears.
Braeden Shrewsberry spots up in and out of the three. Carson Tout, the offensive rebound and put back.
In the first half of this game, Cal has done a good job, but now Tout with his second offensive rebound in the last 5 possessions.
Led the country in rebounding last year in Northern Arizona as Dai Dai Ames. Here comes Jalen Haralson. Open three, Cole Serta buries it for Notre Dame.
And that is the first wide open look. Serta, consecutive plays.
Justin Pippen way off on the three. And it's saving it, John Camden, but right to Logan Imes, and Notre Dame controls. Imes penetrates. Cole Serta open. Three!
Do not just take a quick shot that's contested. Make sure you get a good look.
Chris Bell drives. Off balance runner by Bell. 2-point game.
A ton of time off of the clock, but you still have to make sure that you get a good one. Ames with the ball in his hands.
Steps into a three. Ames got it! Here comes Ames. Ames weaves his way. Gets a shot off and hit it! Count it! A chance for 4!
Arms went
now
up in the air.
It again. They reverse the reversal. Count the bucket in a tie game. Lob comes into Carson Tout. Plays it up top. Shrewsberry off balance. California's hung on and won. Shrewsberry got a look. And a wild sequence over in the corner of the court near the Notre Dame bench.